Hey guys, welcome back. There's no real formal structure to today's video. I'm just gonna sort of be doing my makeup. It's a get ready with me, let's chit chat. And I wanted to address the rumors that are swirling about JACLYN Hill and her alleged separation from her husband, John. So here's the thing, nobody has confirmed, and by nobody I mean neither John nor JACLYN have confirmed that they have separated. So there have been not many videos, but I have seen a few of them popping up in my suggested viewing window, basically saying that JACLYN's been seen without wearing her wedding ring, and John hasn't posted a video. I don't follow his channel. Apparently he hasn't posted a video in like a month or so. Anyways, there has been no confirmation. That's the short and long of it. As far as I know, and as far as I've seen, JACLYN has not addressed it in any way, shape, or form, whether to confirm or deny. And fair enough, she's completely entitled to her privacy. Yes, she is a YouTube personality. Yes, she puts out videos and, you know, she's quite popular. People know who she is. She's what I'd consider to be sort of a pseudo-celebrity. However, at the end of the day, she's a person. So I have not read through more than maybe like the top 5 or 6 comments on the videos that I have seen swirling around about this. And I haven't seen anything completely nasty, but I assume that it would be coming. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that there was some nasty comments being made. And I think that's just shitty behavior. I don't care who you are. If you are going through a separation, it is difficult. And I can speak to this, I think, with some level of certainty or expertise, if you will, because if you're not aware, I've mentioned it in passing in a few videos, but I am a family lawyer by trade. That is what I do Monday to Friday. So, I mean, I've been doing that type of work, nothing but family law, since 2009. So for about 10 years now, I've had experience with assisting people through their separations and through their divorces and helping them come out the other side. And, you know, you see the gamut when you're doing that. So, first of all, I don't think I've ever seen anybody for whom it was easy. I mean, there are people that come to me and they're grateful to be separating, and that is what they need to do to keep themselves healthy. And in some cases to keep themselves safe. And I am not casting aspersions at all on JACLYN Hill's marriage. Anything I'm saying is not about her marriage. I know nothing about her personally. I know nothing about the relationship, so I am not going to comment on whether or not there's any sort of issue of any type going on in there. I know she has spoken in the past about problems that she and John have faced. And there have been challenges in the past with his sobriety and things like that. As far as I know, he is in recovery. I don't know if that is still the case. I am not going to speculate on that because I don't know these people. And it would just be pure speculation and gossip for me to do so. But what I am trying to say is that people separate for no end of reasons. And sometimes it's really heartbreaking. And even when it is what outsiders looking in would think is the only logical outcome for this relationship, whether it be because there's substance abuse issues or physical violence or whatever the case may be, the people that are actually in these relationships are in them for a reason. And getting out of them is not as easy as one might think, especially if there are children involved or income disparities, whatever the case may be. You have to give respect to the relationship itself. And I need to take a drink because I'm still sick and my voice is going to go. So I think the point that I was trying to make was that even when the breakup is, you know, ultimately a positive thing in somebody's life, I still don't think that they come to that decision easily. So in the case of JACLYN, if they are separating, I mean, they don't have children together. I think financially we can all acknowledge that JACLYN is going to be fine. So although she doesn't have those concerns to worry about, it's still got to be heartbreaking. You know what I mean? Like, if they are separating, or even if they're just having difficulties, it's got to be heartbreaking. And I think all of us as, you know, outside viewers of this would do well to just be kind, not judge, and just let her process it, if in fact this is what's happening. I'm just gonna stop saying that. But what I did want to bring to this from my experience, and this isn't just for the benefit of JACLYN Hill, which, let's be honest, I don't think she'll ever see this video, but for anybody who is watching and anybody who is going through this themselves, you know, people often ask me how I can do the job that I do. And I ask that of numerous other jobs that are out there. I mean, working retail is unforgiving. Working as a paramedic or a firefighter or any sort of first responder, you are going to see, hear, smell things that most people, like, you're not designed to cope with or to deal with. So for me, I mean, my job isn't literally life and death. I mean, a surgeon or oncologist or, you know, paramedic who is literally handling life and death issues, I don't know how they do it. So, I mean, my job is to assist people in picking up the pieces. I mean, every now and then people come to me and they'll ask me, what's your win-loss ratio? Like, how often do you win? It's family law. By the time people come to see me, they've already suffered the biggest loss that they can. And so it's really not a matter of winning or losing. That's a TV thing. That's not real life. I mean, how do you quantify a win or a loss when your children are now living in two separate homes? You know what I mean? I don't view my job as winning. That's not what I'm there for. But what I am there for is to help guide people through and to help them make something new out of what is old. Sorry about that, the camera overheated, so while I was letting it cool down, I finished up my face, did my brows, and have primed my eyes. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Kat eyeshadow palette. This one is in Hot Kat. So what was I talking about? Yes. So how it typically works, if you've never worked with lawyers, is you come in for a consultation, get some information, and that allows you and the lawyer to decide whether or not you want to work together. You know, people ask me, I'm going to circle back, people ask me how I do the job that I do. And it is challenging, that is for sure. I mean, you're dealing with people who are going through one of the worst things they can possibly go through. But there's a lot of conflict that arises, and it's not necessarily just between the clients. Sometimes lawyers can engage in that as well. And it's a difficult time all around, but it's also incredibly rewarding. And, you know, knowing that you've helped somebody navigate this road that they never anticipated being on, that they don't want to be on, and yet they found themselves there, helping them navigate through that is really satisfying. People come to me in their consultation and they can barely speak because they are just so devastated and so scared and angry and hurt. When these people who have just cried for the last hour in front of me, just unashamed, just raw emotion, when they hug me at the end and tell me, like, I feel so much better, that means so much to me. And, you know, you get to work with people and you get to know them. And frankly, a lot of my closest friends started off as clients because you get to know the people so well. And it's not what you see on TV. Most of these matters don't resolve in the course of an afternoon. You know, sometimes I have one client who has been in my life for 8 years and we're friends now. Like, we're no longer client solicitor. Like, we are friends. I've had a client invite me to his wedding, and I'm very good friends with him and his new partner, and that is just, that's so amazing. Like, it's amazing. And what I like to remind people, and what I see time and time again from these people who come to my office the very first meeting and they are just broken and just shattered, they don't know how to get through this, is that they do. And this is what I would say to any of you who are going through, well, frankly, anything difficult, but all I can really speak to is separation and divorce. And this is what I would tell JACLYN as well. You know, if I knew her on a personal level and we were friends, I would tell her that she has more strength than she knows. And I can say that with authority because I have seen it over and over again. I have seen it from 16-year-old clients. I have seen it from 72-year-old clients. People come, they are broken, but every time I see them, they are just a little bit stronger. And that is inspiring to me. Not that I want to be separated, but just to know that if that happens, or if anything terrible happens in life, anything unexpected or devastating, no matter what, there is more strength in you than you know you have. And it isn't until you are tested in that way that that strength becomes apparent. I don't want to run the risk of just talking in circles. So I'm going to finish out what I want to say. Then I'm going to finish up the eye look and I'll come and show you just what I've done. But basically, the whole point of this video, what I would say to you if you're going through something terrible, or what I would say to JACLYN if we were sitting down face to face and she is in fact having difficulties in her marriage, I would just say, you've got this. You can do this. You might not know how, and you might not know where you're going to get that strength from, but it is there and you can do this. Reach out to whoever you need to get the supports that you need, but know that deep down inside of you is everything that you need. The strength to get through it, the strength to go to bed and get up. If you have kids, the strength to keep their worlds as normal as possible. Love is still inside of you. You may not think it right now, you may never want to date ever again, but you are still capable of loving, and you are absolutely deserving of somebody else's love. So if it didn't work out with this person, that doesn't mean that you're an untouchable. It just means that this wasn't right for whatever reason. But that doesn't mean that you are not worth it and that you can't do this. You absolutely can. And I can say that because I have seen it over the course of a decade, time and time again. Regular, ordinary people who don't think they can do it, and they do. And they come out the end totally different people. So that is what I want to say to JACLYN and to anybody who's watching this video who is going through anything difficult in their life. It may seem impossible, it may be an uphill battle, and sometimes there's beauty in that, honestly. The victory that you feel and the accomplishment that you feel overcoming the impossible, that's going to carry with you forever. So that, I mean, you might have come for something different than what you got, but that's what you're going to get from me. So this is the final look that I've done today. I have to say, I really like these palettes. At any rate, that is all that I want to say on the topic. If you want to discuss anything further, certainly leave me a comment down below. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now, guys.